Hey everyone, Izzy here. Welcome to another episode of the Valuart podcast, where today we'll be diving into the world of Kazuhiro Aihara, a talented digital artist from Japan. But now we're going to let Kazuhiro tell us all about his artistic journey, his upcoming projects, and Valuart Solos. Hi Katsu, thank you for being here today with us for your Valuart Solos. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I'm going to kick off this interview. We're so excited to have you. Asking, if you can tell us a little bit more about yourself and your artistic journey, and yeah, feel free to take it off.
Yeah, okay. So,
Feel free to take it off.
yeah, thank you for having me. So I'm so excited about the Valuart. I started to introduce myself. So my name is Kazuhiro Aihara. I was born in Saitama Prefecture in Japan, and I grew up in Tokyo. And currently based in downtown Tokyo. Also, I'm self-taught digital art, and my youth was mainly involved in extreme sports. Around 2000, I was competing in various national and international competition to become a professional snowboarder.
Wow. You went from like sports to then going all into arts.
Yeah. So, but
Cool.
unfortunately, I never turned a pro. So part of me still has a obsessive fixation on the word pro, and I'm applying the three spirits of being a competitor to my own art activities. Especially, I will train effectively every day and aim for the top of the podium. If it's the place to crypto artists, it will be little unusual, but I mean that I will continue to create art every day and show it up to the audience and try to surface the legend like an X copy in a park. It's funny, right?
And I love
But
it.
yeah, and but it's serious for me. That having a crazy level goal is a great way to stay motivated. I would
Oh,
say that
definitely.
I would say that based on my interest in culture all comes from snowboarding. I learned about the music and the fashion and the existence of a community. I remember the first creative I did was designing a logo for a snowboard team. It was
Cool.
actually contact with graphic design for the first time. And since then, I have always pursued visual creatives. In the first half of 2000, I worked at the fashion, interior, and advertisement agency. But at the same time, I've been studying graphic design by myself. So I turned freelance graphic designer in 2010, and since around 2015 I've been working
And I,
as a graphic artist internationally. Yeah.
And I saw also that you're very active on Tumblr, that you still keep it updated. So did you join like Tumblr in this time when you were a graphic designer? And was it a great source for inspiration, also getting to know, also other artists there? So how was like your Tumblr journey? And then how did it come to, reach
Mhm.
what the Web3 today?
Yeah, my Tumblr doesn't have that much history. Of course, I know that Tumblr is very important media when we talk about the history of digital art. So I jumped in there, but I honestly don't know uh, whether it made much of an impact. My
So it was
base
more
is
like when you got to
graphic.
Web3.
Yeah. My base is graphic design, and I often collaborate the fashion and music. For example, I've been collaborating like a Nike acronym or Parks and Mini from Australia and the Universal Music Group and Warner Music as well. Yeah, but I've been living in Instagram actually. Then I needed Twitter to relate with the crypto.
Okay, perfect. So it was like more, you would say, Twitter that had this impact on, let's say, getting into digital art. And when it comes to, I read somewhere that you're also a typographer, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
I saw some really amazing projects that you did. So how would you, describe your style and creative process, and also with the fact that you're a typographer, like how have you been combining this into your artistic practice?
Yeah, this is a little bit complicated to explain that, but my process is very improvisational. I'm currently exploring a series called The Face. They're abstract portrait. I don't make much difference to the historical content. I search inside myself before I paint. I think it's a very meditative act. Drawing a simple circle, and the circle will be amplified. At the same time, we will distort the circle using a warping tool in Photoshop. Especially, I close my eyes and try to drawing a pen, non-dominant hand, left hand, right hand, and holding my mouse like this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you
so
go more
it's
with like the flow, you would say, in
yeah.
that moment. Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I talk about the typography in short. And as I continued to work as a graphic designer, I was a graphic designer. I often think about the structure of the industry and my ideal creative. So I wanted to emphasize my own artistic expression. So I've been a bit struggling about this dilemma. It's like a dilemma.
I could do that more.
So yeah, I
Okay.
try to find a way out of the usual graphic design activity. So
Mhm.
yeah, I actually love the graphic design, but I want to find out another way to live as a graphic designer or artist. So it
Mhm.
was a very difficult task, and then I came up with the font license. My typography is a sort of exploring the license business as a graphic designer. So how to live without something like a client work and the commission work. So
Mhm.
I just thought if I could switch the B2B to B2C, business to business to customer as a graphic designer. I thought the license is the key of our life. So my typography is quite a abstract style. So those are so illegible, hard to
Yes.
read. But I thought it must be outstanding actually. Anyway, I know myself. I'm always crazy about abstract something in complete something, improvisation or something in design, art, whatever.
I love it. And, speaking of which, when you speak about mediums instead, do you have, in these years that you've been experimented, have you found your preferred medium, or are you still also in the sense, still exploring, experimenting, and still have to find the key medium?
Yeah. So I think I can say that my media is actually Photoshop, and
Okay.
experimental graphic design is my origin. So I naturally turn on my mic and put out my pen tablet. It's like just holding a pen or a paintbrush physically.
Mhm.
Drawing a rough paper is very rare for me. I find it cooler in those days, not the even print. I always go straight up to the digital. All my process is dominated by the digital. My digital painting is
Okay.
very texture. So I'm so crazy about the texture and the coloring which looks, but we connect actually touch them. It doesn't exist in physically. Yeah, that definitely gives me a very so exciting moment.
Definitely. And speaking, I love how you say that you can really touch it, because when I look at your works, I feel as if I can really touch them, because every piece like feels very personal yet collective, because I feel that many people can resonate with them. So what messages or emotions do you hope to convey to those who are looking at your works?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not trying to tell anything through my art. So just play, just fun, just joy, the pleasure. So I think my art is very emotional stuff, not the past, not the future, and nothing before or later. And I'm very grateful that you can feel something from my art, as you say. So it's my very very personal. I'm thinking about the subject is it's kind of like physical or mental distance between the self and the others. So it's too complicated. But I don't care. Just the personal, the setting scenes and interfere with my former. I'm graphic designer. So in other words, I don't want to end up with expected, it's like harmony, expected
So
harmony.
yeah.
Yeah, the noise. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's just build up something only beautiful. Also, I need an accident and in art experimentally. So sometimes distressing. It's like a vintage dress shirts, and I love it. So also my work is incomplete. I feel the beauty of art strongly imperfection while maintaining a certain balance, and such as leaving unexpected lines at the uneven coloring. In recent years, so I'm so fascinated by the artist. My recent painting has had moved toward a more introspective and meditative.
Mhm.
There is only way I can best express my feeling.
Exactly. And I loved how you mentioned that's not something that's rooted or, in the past or the future. And now that you mentioned, that, this meditative quality to it, I think that's the greatest thing, that when you look at your works, you really feel rooted in the present. There's nothing like all the noise just like cancels and you're just like there
Yeah.
with the work and connecting. So it can't get any more introspective than that. And speaking of your Valuart Solos that you have coming up, I'd love to know also here, like which pieces will be exhibited and if there's a core theme that connects the pieces or how you decided to set it up.
Yeah, so I'm not sure right now. So which
So still
pieces?
deciding.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I just I would like to talk with Giorgio and you, and so
Cool. So we'll
yeah,
find like the leading thread to the story that you're going to be telling with your pieces.
yeah. So yeah, so nothing special.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're
So
not
come
going to
on,
spoil anything.
yeah. So I cover a project, but it's a secret right now. So
Okay.
yeah,
So we won't spoil that.
yeah.
Perfect. We'll keep it a secret. Cool. And is there anything else, like other projects that you're currently working on that you'd like to share with us that are not secret at the moment? Or
Yeah.
cool.
So I have couple one-on-one and an NFT, and yeah, I can say that. So I will hold a couple big correction in May, and
Okay, in May.
so
So have to keep
yeah,
our eye out for May then.
yeah, keep your eyes
Perfect.
on.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Gatsu. Well, here, my questions are done on my end. I'm extremely looking forward, excited for your upcoming Valuart Solos and to deciding, which pieces will be exhibited. And so thank you so much for taking your time to do this interview and looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me. So yeah, I love your thing. But success. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.